You can download the music track using the video for free, link in the description. There are many ways to loop audio in Godot. If you want to loop audio properly inside of Godot, for MP3 and .ogg files, simply double click them in the bottom left, then press enable under loop, and then press re-import. As for a .wav file, double click it, then go to import in the top left, then under loop mode, change it to forward. For context, disabled won't loop the track, forward will play the audio and loop it when it finishes. Ping pong will play the audio, then play it in reverse and repeat. And backward will play the audio in reverse and loop when it finishes. And finally, press re-import. Once the audio is set up to loop, and you have an audio stream player in your scene, simply drag and drop the audio that you want to play into the stream section, which you can download the audio for free, link in the description. Then I'll enable autoplay. This will make it so that the audio stream player will begin playing the track as soon as the node is loaded into the game. And because we have set the audio to loop in its import settings, the audio will therefore loop continuously. Then in the script, if you want to actively change what track is being played, then you can change the stream to a different track file using load, and then you must call the play function. To stop what is currently being played, just use the stop function. And you can also edit any other property like volume and pitch if you would like. Additionally, a tip for audio in Godot when it comes to volume. Under the audio tab at the bottom, I recommend creating a new bus by pressing add bus, then selecting the new bus name and changing it to music. Then on the audio stream player, change its bus to that music bus that we just created. This way you can just edit the volume of the bus to change the audio of every single audio stream player that is using that music bus. And you can also change the master bus to affect the master volume of your game, as the master bus will affect all other buses. And you can change the volume of that bus in code like this, grabbing the audio server, calling the setBusVolumeDB function, grabbing the bus index, which is done with audioserver.getBusIndex with the name of the bus, and then you put the volume that you want to set the bus to. Additionally, keep in mind that the volume of the bus is saved across loading different levels or scenes, which if you want to have audio loop in the background of your game and not have the audio restart whenever you're changing scenes or levels, go to File, New Script, name it something like background music, then press Create. First, we'll make it so that the script runs in the background of the game. Go to Project Settings, then under Globals, select the folder icon, select the background music script that we just created, press Open, then press Add. Take note of this name on the left as it'll be important later. In making the script a global script, it will always run in the background of the game, avoiding any issues with changing scenes, meaning now all we need to do is add an audio stream player as a child of this script as soon as the game starts, as a global script just exists as a basic white node. We will first establish a variable that will hold the audio stream player node that we will create. Then inside the built-in ready function, we will set this variable to a new audio stream player node. Then we will set the stream to whatever music that we want to play. Set autoplay to true so that the node automatically plays its music as soon as it loads into the game. You can also edit any other property here if you would like. Then finally, we will add the node to the scene by using add child, passing the node we just created. Additionally, because this is an auto load or global script, we can now grab the script using this name seen in the globals tab from any other script in our game and grab any of the variables within it, allowing us to change the stream or audio file the audio stream player is playing, stop the audio like mentioned before, or change the pitch, volume, and any other property as you would like. Just make sure you check if background music node, meaning that it has been set and isn't null. Otherwise, you would be trying to edit and set properties on a node that doesn't exist yet. Now you have a basic understanding of looping background music that you can add to any of your Godot games. And don't forget that you can share the project files link in the description.